It's Friday, TGIF, it's Friday. Hey,
Jesus,
Mould. 55 degrees out there. Get out and enjoy this morning because cooler temperatures definitely here and probably going to stay for a little bit anyway. But Frank says, don't worry, we still have another warm front that's going to be returning before winter finally gets here.
We're
all right, Jamie.
Hey, good morning, I'm Jamie Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us on this great-looking Friday morning. Like Gloria just told you, you need to get out and enjoy it. We'll fill you in just a moment. This is Athens in the AM on this Friday morning. Joining me today, Roll Tide Tom and
morning.
Go Sooners, Rick Mould. No. You gonna watch that game, Rick?
I am. I'm going to be there.
Y'all are underdog,
I heard that.
Well,
but that's okay. That's all right. It's how you finish.
I will say, I did not think Notre Dame would get this far undefeated this year.
No kidding.
You ain't scored no points, but, got a pretty good defense.
We do. We do.
And we're going to talk about that in just a little bit, too, plus some Auburn news. Y'all probably heard all about it. And then the old honey badger spoke to him a fatty yesterday, so we'll talk about that a little bit in case you ain't heard. Frank is on the phone this morning, 230-4988. Text Gloria, got anything going on this weekend? I will tell you that we are judging the, in case y'all didn't know, it's homecoming today at Athens Golden Eagles. The parade starts at 2:30 this afternoon, go through downtown. So we'll be down there at 2 o'clock today, judge. I think Sheriff Blakely's also a judge, judging the float. So it's like a beautiful day for that. But now tomorrow, now, Gloria's going to have the weather for you in a moment. It's the perfect stay in, turn that gas fireplace on. It's going to be 30 degrees colder than it was yesterday. 20 degrees colder than it's going to be today. Y'all can do the math. We got a lot of stuff going on this morning. We'll get right to it. Let's go to the weather, and then I got plenty of stuff to talk about. Mainly the old honey badger. You got to give a shout out to Shut Up this morning. Hope you're doing better, buddy. He was contagious. He made it. He's back at work today. Here's Gloria with the weather.
We're glad you're feeling better. Shut up. So he will definitely be here next week. He wouldn't miss it, he said, because he's ready to talk football. And don't confuse everyone with the weather this morning. It's early. People are just starting to wake up. 55 degrees out there. Yes, things are going to be changing, so get out and enjoy today. In fact, by this afternoon, we have 30% chance of showers. That's around 3 o'clock today. And then, of course, colder temperatures definitely move in. 30% chance of rain tomorrow with your high temperatures of only 57. And, yes, partly cloudy skies, and it's going to be windy and just quite cold and feel colder than that 57. The rest of the forecast looking like, look at the temperatures. They're going to be sticking around in the 30s, low 30s. Not quite freezing just yet, but pretty close. It'll feel like it anyway, so bundle up. And don't forget, of course, First Baptist Church, thank you, is having that family festival. Get it out here this morning. October 28th, which of course is Sunday from 5 to 7. Bring the whole family for the trunk and treat. You may want to do that and not have to do it on Wednesday
Every
nights.
time I try to say First Baptist, I ask one of my neighbors once, where y'all go to church? Oh, we go to Mattress Springs Baptist.
Oh, that's awful.
Mattress Springs. You know what that means? Sleeping late on Sundays, Rick. How you, Rick?
Doing well.
All
Doing
right.
great.
I did hear Jeff Castle just say on Channel 48, he says tomorrow on the weather, it's going to be wind chill, feeling like it's in the 40s. Good thing Fiddler's Convention's over.
It is. It is.
Hey, speaking of that, let me do one quick thing here on a buddy of mine that passed away.
Aw.
The original fiddler, Monty St. Crowder, died this past Sunday at 98 years old.
Oh,
Now,
long
for you
life.
folks that old timers out there, and Frank said he did, this is probably even before Frank's time. He was the headliner, Rick, at the Snuff Dippers Ball in downtown Huntsville back in the 40s and 50s. They called it the Snuff Dippers Ball because everybody came in on the weekend, all the farmers and stuff, to listen to him play his fiddle and do everything. And that's what they called it, the Snuff Dippers Ball, because everybody in there was, dipping. Get it, Rick?
Yeah.
But they were gifted me, but Montesano, that's his real name, Montesano. He was born on Montesano Mountain. I did a Country Rover story on him, probably back sometime in the 80s. But he was named after the mountain, Montesano. See, I could have been named Jamie New Hope Cooper.
Lucky you.
Huh?
You still
It
working
beats
on
that other
changing
middle
that name?
name.
aren't
Hey,
you?
speaking of that, don't forget, a week from Tuesday's the election. Y'all know I'm a Republican, but let me urge you folks in District 3, Rick, not our district, Madison County, vote Brad Canutt here for that, but Jeff Cooper for District 3 Commissioner, replacing my longtime buddy Jerry Craig over there.
That's right.
Let's talk. You watched the weather forecast on this storm that's coming into the East Coast? Well, tell me all about it, Rick.
Sure. Well, Low pressure will be moving.
It's called Frankenstorm. It's going to be a full moon, so the tides are going to be right. The USA Today, Halloween hurricane dubbed Frankenstorm has one of the potential monstrous effects, has communities braced what could be one of the most ferocious systems to barrel up the upper eastern seacoast, Tom. Says here 50 million people who live in the mid-Atlantic and Northeast, roughly 1/6 of the U.S. population. Rains and potential snow could ruin trick-or-treating plans next weekend. Yeah, that's one thing I'd be worried about. Encourage people to have enough food, water, medicines, flashlights, and batteries to last you 2 to 3 days.
Oh, my.
God, how bad is this thing going to be?
That sounds bad.
You ain't got no property over there on the East Coast.
Thank goodness I don't.
Oh, by the way, today's the last day to vote, too. For those not registered to vote, want to cast a ballot November 6th. Today's the final day to register. So you can go online and get that to the Alabama Secretary of State. Speaking of that, Sheriff Mike Blake is going to have a special guest up here with us Tuesday. Democrat running for, what's it? Roy Moore running for. He's a Republican.
Justice.
No, Justice.
Bob Vance will be with us. He's supposed to be a pretty good dude, too. So let's get to the big story, though, Rick. You didn't know about it.
No.
Honey Badger, say it ain't so, but shut up first. There it is. USA Today was among 4 arrested on pot charges. You remember Jordan Jefferson, their quarterback? He's one of them. Says here, LSU Honey Badger had hoped to return to the team next year.
Not gonna
How's that
happen.
possible?
It still might be.
Well,
He could still.
4 former LSU players, including finalist Tyrone Mathis, the Honey Badger, and starting quarterback Jordan Jefferson, were arrested Thursday on drug-related offenses. It says here that when the cops came in, Jefferson got one and threw him a pass, but it only went a couple of yards in the apartment. They were first reported yesterday afternoon. Donnie shut up Puddleston in Athens, Alabama, was the first one to know. He notified all of his Bama fans because that gives them something else to cheer for next week when Alabama does a complete beatdown on Louisiana down there. Rick, how you see that game? Well, let's go to this one first. There he is. The Honey Badger smokes what he wants.
Apparently.
Idiot. Rick, how you see the game going tomorrow night? We'll talk more about it when we do an interview about storytelling. There he is, old Honey Badger.
I think Alabama will win that game tomorrow night.
Don't get too overly excited about it.
I think they'll overlook Mississippi State to get.
You know what my score's going to be?
No.
It ain't going to be what my score would be.
I'm going to say Bama 52, Mississippi State 14. They might get 21. 52 to something. 52-14 is mine.
That's a little bolder than I'd be, but
Okay,
no, I think they're going to win. I do. I don't think they'll
Well, I
overlook
certainly
them.
hope so.
What about your team?
Tom, what do you think?
Oh, I'm thinking like 41 to 14.
Yeah. You know, it says in the paper this morning, this is Mississippi State's biggest game in their history.
Okay.
Don't be silent, Rick. Don't be silent.
Maybe that says something about their history. I don't know.
Well, don't worry. Notre Dame. I know you're the only Notre Dame fan I know, but
I'm pulling for him. He's having a good year.
You're pulling for them.
I am. They're not playing against us.
Tom.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Are you for Notre Dame?
No.
Okay, there you go.
Well, they're
But
not playing us.
Thank you, Gloria.
But I'm pulling for Rick, though.
Yeah.
Oklahoma's going to
good.
beat Notre Dame 2 touchdowns.
Be a good friend. Do you know
I
how?
am being a good. I'm trying to tell him honest and the way I feel about it. I hate Notre Dame.
It's a long
I
history,
feel like it better
Rick.
than I do Auburn.
Oh, well, hey.
It doesn't have anything to do with you,
Feeling the
Rick.
love this morning again.
It's back when they used to beat Alabama.
Yeah, he used to beat us every year, as a matter of fact. Now, Notre Dame doesn't play a conference championship game, so should they win tomorrow and then beat USC,
Well.
they might edge in there. But if we got one loss, we'd probably go in ahead of them. But I just don't think we can be beat. I just don't see it, Rick.
You think that every year, every game.
But I've been lucky the last 2 out of 3. I'm getting me a new vehicle.
No.
I figured I need to get something that's bulletproof.
Gosh.
I'm going to be getting the Pope Mobile's up for sales here, so I'm going to get that used one. He's getting a new one. So I figured I can let Abby or Gloria or get Grigsby to drive me around, and I can just stand up in the back and just do this, Rick. I can just do this.
That's what
See, today at the parade, the Half the Pumpkin Parade, I can just be in it waving to everybody.
You can do that anyway.
You know, I could go to all these Founders Day, just ride around in the Pope Mobile. You could drive for me. I could be back there.
I'm not going to be anywhere near
Be
you.
back there just waving at everybody, Rick.
Well, make sure it's bulletproof.
Yeah.
Well, it is bulletproof. That's a good thing. I could wear this white shirt I got on. I'd be just
You've
like
never had anyone shoot at
Of
you.
course, now today y'all get me. Well, you Catholic, ain't you, Rick?
Yeah.
No, you Baptist. But all them, I thought everybody from Notre Dame was Catholic.
No, that's not true.
It's not true.
No.
Well, everyone up north basically
Yeah.
grew up Catholic.
Yeah.
Rick, reckon what that thing costs? It's a Mercedes.
Too much.
Bulletproof. Well, you can actually sit down it. You don't have to stand up. I could probably put a little porta-john in the corner with a curtain on it. I wouldn't even have to ever get out
You
there.
could update the wheels on that, though.
Yeah, I
have
put
to have it
some, I
tinted.
put some spinners on it.
Yeah, you could update that a little bit.
Well, you may as well just do that thing where it makes the truck bounce
you
up
can-
and
Hey,
down.
all about accessories.
Well,
The accessories.
Hydraulics.
well, Dr. Glenn
Thank
made
you,
his
Brad.
vehicle. You may trade them state cars in and say, hey, I need to move up
That's
more.
what you need, right?
And then you just
you
ride
goofball.
around. That's like that
Yeah.
right there. Gene Chiswick may need one of them get out of Auburn. The way he's going down that one. I'll talk more about that in a minute too. But
poor
more than a
Auburn.
coaching change, Auburn needs everybody changed down there. It's according here to their president yesterday. A message to the Auburn family about Auburn football. Says here, this is the worst start in what, Brad? 70, 80 years down that way?
60.
Okay,
The
well,
president said it needs to
close.
change.
Huh?
The president said everybody need to be changed.
Well, it needs a change down there. Of course, Rick, you're up here to talk about storytelling time in Athens tonight and tomorrow. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. I know Ronnie Marks said they had a good crowd. Well, the kids all got in free the last couple of mornings down that way, didn't they? That's this weekend. Well, man, you couldn't ask for more picture-perfect weather than what's going to happen this weekend for down there. So,
True. Very nice.
gonna be
Cold.
nice.
Bundle up.
all right, let me
Dress
do
warm.
ain't going to be cold for me because I'm staying in tomorrow watching football. My only deal is 7:30 tomorrow night. Dang, I won't get in bed until 11.
Phew, it's going to be late night.
That's tough. I love football. Sometimes, Rick, you just got to take one for the team and stay up all night.
I won't be able to stay up all
Well,
night.
Tough life, I know.
I feel sorry for Gloria.
I'm going to be asleep.
You'll be a bed. Dear Abby, I got to do. Rick, you got any tattoos on you? Got any tats?
Show them where that
Just had
tattoo
to
is,
put
Rick.
one on this morning before you came up here.
Says my wife and I, Jamie, have had many discussions regarding tattoos. She would say she wants one. I've always disagreed. Well, just for her birthday, she and her best buddy, a tattoo artist, imagine that, gave her a small tattoo of a dragonfly with dots representing her 4 children. I didn't know nothing about it 6 weeks ago. I walked up behind her. I guess she
6
oh,
weeks?
Yeah, 6 weeks.
You haven't seen
I
your
walked
wife
up
naked
behind
in
her.
6 weeks?
I'm not talking to you.
Wow.
I walked up behind her at the computer desk and noticed it on her upper shoulder. Her
Get
kids knew about
out.
it. They ain't said nothing to me. I got really mad and left the house. But if you go get mad over that, you just need to keep on walking. When I returned to get arguing with her, she would only say that with her body, she'd do with it whatever she wanted. Now I've gotten over the tattoo part, but I haven't forgotten about not knowing about it and how I finally found it. I'm hurt that she didn't tell me, Rick. She don't think it's worth apologizing for. It seems everything she does now is one big secret. What do you think, Jamie? Well, first of all, I'm going to come out of the closet on y'all. My
Again.
wife has a tattoo.
Yes, I do. One
And she tried
very
to hide
small
it from
one.
me.
I did
But,
not.
like the fine person I am, I found it.
It's well
Okay.
hidden.
No,
Yeah,
okay. Gloria's almost 50.
I am not.
She tried to hide this tattoo from her mother
That
forever.
I did. It lasted. I hid it
Her
from
mother.
her for 7 years. Sorry, Mom.
It's this big.
She got on to me. Oh, she got on to me.
Sometimes when the guy does that, that don't sound good. It don't look good, does it, Rick?
You know, there's quite a bit I wish you'd have hidden from me.
Oh, me.
I ain't got no tats.
No, but you have a lot of things you should have hidden from me.
Like what?
Oh, gosh, the show's not long enough. Tell him, Rick.
You want to show it?
No, I don't want to show it. Very few people have seen my tattoo.
Oh, really? Who's the other two?
Yeah, well, whenever I wear a bathing suit.
Come on, Rick. Come play. Mary got one?
No. We're clean on
Look,
that one.
the whole family's tat-free, huh?
Yeah, we
It was a stupid,
You
stupid
sure now?
thing.
I don't think Mac or Ronda's tattoo.
No.
I don't know if you can.
No.
I haven't seen the tattoo down at Ewan where my daughter is. I don't know
She
whether.
probably got one.
Don't tell him, don't break his heart.
Rick,
Yeah.
I've seen her with stuff written on her before. But that washed off, right?
That was at a Bama game.
That washed off. Hey, we got a lot of stuff to talk about later this morning. Gloria's got a special guest in here too this morning. We'll talk about
Yeah,
the
it's
book
going to
she's
talk about a
written.
book she's written.
Yeah, about the
Tornadoes, yeah.
And we'll have video of that.
Kind of a
we
journal.
shot a couple of years ago. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, if you got anything this morning.
Is anything secret?
About what?
Us? Is there things that you can just keep your mouth shut?
Wait, what else you going to talk about? What's a good tat going for, Rick?
$25.
Is that what it goes for?
That's a long time ago, Tom.
I thought it was like you get them out of the cereal box.
Yeah.
Cracker Jacks.
Press them on there. Now, Will, you ever had your ears pierced?
He's squeaky clean.
You know I've had my ear pierced before.
No.
I didn't know that. Hey, Brad.
Oh,
Can you find that photo of me?
no. That's...
I had mine pierced. I'm telling y'all this now because I want to be clean with y'all. I don't do tats. I mean, there I am.
Pass out.
Look, Rick.
You'd pass out at the sight of the needle.
1972. Would you know that's me?
Cassidy.
Yeah, really.
Who?
Cassidy.
I was a good-looking dude back then.
A little bit of mascara, you'd have been a pretty girl.
It was a good thing you had that earring in the left ear.
Y'all know what it was like being from New Hope, Alabama with an earring in 1972 and hair down to right here?
You know what it's like being with him now?
Shut up, Pat. Gotta take a break. We'll be right back. Y'all hang on.